A company who made donations to the New Zealand First Foundation says it thought it was donating to the New Zealand First Party. Documents seen by RNZ show from 2017 to 2019, the mysterious foundation bankrolling New Zealand First had a pattern of receiving donations just under the 15,000 threshold, after which donations' names are made public. New Zealand First leader Winston says his party has done everything by the book. Mr Peters refused to answer questions on the revelations at Waitangi today, criticising media for turning Waitangi into a political farce. Political reporter Yvette McCullough has more.
Oh, I'm not going to be ambushed like this here. Excuse me.
Sorry, guys.
Winston Peters storming away from reporters, firing off questions about today's revelations.
We're here to look at Waitangi. If you don't want to talk about Waitangi, you're talking the wrong guy. See you guys. Have a happy day.
In 2017, the foundation received 3 separate donations from entities linked to the Van den Brink family, which has made its fortune in the poultry business. But today, the COO of Van den Brink Group, Michael Sheridan, said the company had understood it was donating to the New Zealand First Party. Documents seen by RNZ show the New Zealand First Foundation also received payments from 2 different companies owned by New Zealand's richest man, Graham Hart, on the same day in March 2019. In 2018, the foundation received $40,000 in 3 separate payments from entities linked to Conrad Properties. RNZ has tried to reach these donors for comment. Otago University law professor Andrew Geddes says no other party has a funding structure like this.
We really have no clue whatsoever as to how it gets its money, where it gets its money from, and so on, which is information that in a democracy really is very, very important for the public to know.
Neither Professor Geddes nor RNZ are alleging that any of the donors named in this story broke any laws or were trying to keep their donations secret. Mr Geddes believes the Electoral Commission should look closely at how the donations have been handled. An opposition leader, Simon Bridges, agrees there are some questions that need answering.
Were money to be passing from one to the other, within the limits and so above the limits and so on that are in electoral law, that it seems to me would, on the face of it, be a breach of the law, and that to me seems to be where the questions are and what the Electoral Commission should be looking at.
But Mr Peters says these reports are laughable.
What you saw this morning, from what I've read, is an utter joke, and pages of how New Zealand First didn't break the law, observed the law in every respect.
Mr Peters says it's rich his party is the focus when 4 people will be appearing in court later this month in relation to donations paid to a National Party electric bank account. But Mr Bridges says this is entirely different.
We've been cleared entirely of SFO matters because we always disclose our matters. We have in the past, we do today, and we will in the future.
The Electoral Commission announced in November that it was seeking more information from New Zealand First and the New Zealand First Foundation. It says it's still looking into the matter and expects to be able to provide an update in the next few weeks. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Yvette McCullough.